It's not valid. An expired plate. That's a civil infraction. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one?
Sure. Do I need one?
It's up to you. I can arraign you and let you go talk to the prosecutor yourself, or I can get you a lawyer and the lawyer.
No lawyer.
Nope. You waive your right to a
Yeah.
lawyer?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and arraign you, though. On August 17 of 25, it is alleged that you did operate a motor vehicle on Gibraltar near Ralden, Brownstown at 5:27 p.m. They think you had an invalid license, a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days jail, fines 500, costs are all, and then you have an expired plate charge that is a 0-point civil infraction. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
I know.
If you plead guilty at any time, whether now or later, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that? You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer? I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm giving you a $500 personal bond on the misdemeanor. You don't have to post any money. There are bond conditions, though. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You're going to go speak with the prosecutor. I'm sending the file into her. And then either way, you're coming back in front of me today. Okay? Yes, yes, sir. All right. Any questions?
No.
All right. Good luck. Nicholas Edward Gilliland. U5741388 and
Morning.
All right. So you have a bond violation. Is Mr. Baldwin here today, Lisa? Yeah, we're going to set you up with Mr. Baldwin. Okay. So you go out and pardon?
You're a doctor.
Okay. As soon as he's ready, you can go tell him whenever he's ready. I'll call the case. Okay. Joel D. Melnowski, 258-148-750. Joel D. Melnowski.
All right, everyone, buckle up because today's courtroom docket is an absolute roller coaster. We're talking expired plates, invalid licenses, probation violations, confused defendants, and a hit-and-run case with major emotional weight. Judge Courtwright is in full command mode today, moving from one case to another with razor-sharp intensity. Watch closely because the smallest misunderstanding in this courtroom turns into a massive turning point, especially when finances, probation, compliance, and alcohol concerns enter the picture. Stay with us. This session goes from routine to explosive in minutes.
This is Mr. Crawford's case.
Baldwin's.
This is Baldwin's too?
Yeah, the rotation changed over in September.
Okay, thanks. Is Mr. Melnowski in here?
Speaking.
Mr. Baldwin, good morning. Mr. Melnowski, have you spoken to him yet? I've got his sentencing here. If you have,
Oh, hold on. What is the name, Judge?
it's Joel Melnowski, Malnofski.
He's with me right here. We're coming in.
Okay, I don't want to rush you. If you need more time, no problem.
Just a minute. We're going through the report and we're almost done.
No problem. Take your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Daniel Michael Godbout, 258-148-549C. Counsel, are you a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought so. What case are you here on?
Mark Braum, set for 8:30 sentencing.
Pull that out. All right. Your name, sir?
Dan Godbout.
All right. So you're charged with failure to pay fines and costs of $225. If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, this would be a first technical violation. You could get 5 days. You understand that?
You said, what, remember the first part?
This is a first technical violation. If you
Pay and everything else.
slow down, just let me explain. If you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, this would be a first technical violation, you could get 5 days jail. Do you understand that? Yes?
Yes,
Did you sign this advice of rights form and read and understand the rights?
yeah,
If you
Yes.
plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights. And there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand? Yes?
yes, yeah.
You have the right to a lawyer.
Mhm.
I'll be happy to provide you with one if you want one at public expense.
I don't understand what this.
Hang on, slow down. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to get into this conversation. You were supposed to pay $100 a month starting July the 3rd.
Ben pays it.
Lisa, I'm showing he paid $100 on September 2nd.
He's here for
That-
prosecutor review and a show cause. That might be why he's confused.
Has he paid, the register does not indicate that he's
He
paid
paid
everything.
100. He paid 100 on September 2nd and 100 on September 4th.
All right, so you were supposed to pay $100 on September, July 3rd and $100 on August 3rd.
Well, they sent me,
Listen, I don't want to quarrel with you.
I know.
I wrote this down. I told you if you didn't have the money to come and talk to me. I told you if you didn't have the money and you came and talked to me, I'd give you extensions. You didn't do either one of those things. So let's not debate whether or not you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. You didn't pay when you were supposed to, according to our records.
The slips.
Would
that
you
they-
stop?
The payment.
Would you stop?
What's that?
Sir.
You didn't pay anything until September 2nd. You were supposed to pay starting July 3, then August 3.
The slips they sent me
Sir?
on those days.
Okay, then you want to plead not guilty? You want me to have a hearing? If you do, that's fine. If you think we screwed up over here, I'll be glad to get the probation officer over here. Don't make this bigger than it is.
No, I'm
I
not.
have a process and I'm going to go through the process.
Mhm.
And it is as I'm telling you. You're either going to plead guilty or we're going to have a hearing, or if you want a lawyer, I'll give you a lawyer. Whatever you want.
I guess I'll just plead guilty because.
Slow down. Do you waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes, I
To the charge you failed to pay your fines and costs as you were ordered to, how do you plead?
guilty. I am.
Did you, don't guess, this
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
Jeopardy. You sure, you sure? You think you're guilty?
Yeah, no. Guilty.
You think you're guilty?
Yes, I am.
Did you fail to pay your fines and costs as ordered?
I must have.
Well, you're not convinced. You want to look, you're not convinced.
I just did have a look at the paperwork they sent me.
You were never on okay, you were on probation for 3 months. I placed you on probation because this was going to be taken under 771.1. I'm going to get probation in here. I need Jessica. Okay, have a seat. I'll come back to you, okay? Mark Braum, 25B 148-535 A. Is the victim here on this case? I'm gonna call out the name now. Give me 1 second here. Is there a Giovanni Gaglio or a Mary Gaglio? Either here or on Zoom? You see any of them on Zoom? Lisa?
No, not on Zoom.
All right, counsel, I referred your client. He pled to leave the scene of a property damage accident. It appears the failure to yield was dismissed. Can I have both of your appearances, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. David Cowan on behalf of Mark Braum, who's in the courtroom today on my left in person.
Sir, your name?
Mark Braum.
All right. Go ahead. What would you like to say? Have you had a chance to review? I need you to wait 1 sec. Have you had a chance to review this report with your client? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Yes, Your Honor, we've reviewed both the field case report, the traffic crash report, probation's substance abuse training, and the victim impact statement. We see no material inaccuracies to the report. On September 8th, we submitted a sentencing letter to Your Honor outlining various factors of Mr. Braum's background that we asked this court to consider in rendering a sentence. And as articulated, we fully recognize the way the police report reads in this matter, but we believe there's circumstances that dictate in the big picture that would warrant Mr. Braum not being placed on probation, being ordered cost and for fines, and learning a lesson in this matter. And when the opportunity arrived, Mr. Braum would like to address the
Okay, sir, go ahead.
First and foremost, I'm very sorry, not only for the victim, but the parents, the family. We didn't want this to happen. I'm very glad to hear the first one to be here. And also, I'm sorry for my wife, who I put this to see through. She's helpful and we get nervous. And
The only thing that worries me is you said you were drinking there and then you leave the scene, right? You said after a few drinks you left. That's what you told the police. That's more than 2 beers. This was a no contest plea. I'm not going to interrogate you about it. That would be inappropriate. I'm not going to make an assumption that you were intoxicated. They didn't prove that. I don't know what else to say other than the fact that I see this happen from time to time. And you got to be careful is the bottom line, right? So I'm gonna be as reasonable as I can here. I'm gonna place you on probation for 9 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance of any unit of government. You change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I'm going to order that you abstain from the use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETG tests. I'm going to make that on demand of probation. I'm not going to order the bi-weekly. Nobody proved you were drunk, but there was enough here where it gives me concern. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. If you consume food or other items containing those substances, it will be deemed a violation. I'm going to order that you attend a level 1 alcohol education program. It's an educational program. Attend that, complete that, as well as the Victims Impact Panel, which is 1 night. Serve 3 days of community service.
This is a turning point. The defense attorney just laid out every mitigating factor possible: background, behavior, character, and personal hardships to keep his client off probation. That's a bold request in a hit-and-run case, especially one involving alcohol concerns. The judge, meanwhile, is listening very carefully but also watching the defendant's body language. Judges don't just consider facts, they evaluate sincerity, accountability, and remorse. So here's a question for you all. Does a defendant deserve leniency if they show remorse? Or should the nature of the offense always outweigh their attitude? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
I'm going to give you all the way until October. They're recommending court work, but I see you have some health concerns. I'm going to give you all the way until October 31 to do that. There's a $60 screening fee. There's $180 in probation fees. I'm going to order that you pay fines in the amount of $100, costs in the amount of $150. Again, $75 victim's rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs here amount to $375. You have a screening fee of $60 for 435. Probation fees of $180. Your total is $615. Restitution, if any, will be handled through little civil litigation. If you violate, you could get 90 days. You have 21 days to appeal again and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. So do you fully and completely understand the sentence?
Yes.
So $615 you're going to pay through the alcohol education program, Victims Impact, 24 hours community service at any nonprofit by October 31. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, testing on demand, no kratom, no poppy seeds, no CBD oils. Can he pay all of this today, counsel?
Yes.
Okay, and then you'll meet with probation. Nice to have you here, Mr. Cohen.
Thank
Mr. Cohen, have a good day.
Judge, at some point, is there an opportunity to petition to transfer to unsupervised probation if he's?
You could, if he does everything, you can, he is eligible for early discharge after 4.5 months. So you can petition for that after 4.5 months, so long as he hasn't had any violations in the preceding 90 days, and there's he's done everything else. Okay? Have a good day. All right, I want Mr.
All right,
Godbout up here.
let's talk.
What a docket. Today we watched Judge Courtright navigate everything from routine traffic charges to emotional sentencing hearings. The invalid license case moved quickly, but the probation violation highlighted how easily miscommunication can push a defendant into deeper trouble. And Mark Braum's hit-and-run sentencing showed just how seriously the court takes alcohol-related concerns, even when intoxication isn't proven. With probation terms, education programs, and financial penalties laid out clearly, the judge emphasized accountability above all else. If you found this breakdown as eye-opening as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom commentary and real-time legal analysis.